Right then, guys, this is absolutely huge news in the boxing world. KSI will be fighting Dillon Danis. It is official. Oh my god, this is shit. No, it's not big news at all. No one cares. Who cares about KSI? I'm talking about this because I've got nothing else to talk about, and I want to try and start uploading twice a day. So I've got this video out. So KSI versus Dillon Danis is happening. Dillon Danis should never be allowed in the boxing ring again, if I'm being completely honest, after that absolute shambles he had against Logan Paul. Honestly, like, why? He pulled out the last KSI fight, and then he had that shocking performance against Logan Paul where he was literally taking the piss, came forward with his high guard, didn't even try and win the fight or try and land anything of significance. Like, he could not be bothered. He was literally laughing at Logan Paul the whole time. He didn't even try to win. He conned the audience. I mean, he's good for build up and promotion, but like, that was for the Logan Paul fight. Now literally nobody can take this man seriously anymore. After his absolute shambles of a performance last time out, Dillon Danis can't be called a fighter. Like, why is he allowed in a boxing ring? Especially like then he tried to choke out Logan Paul. That was funny because Logan Paul's a clown. I mean, hopefully he ends up choking out KSI because that would actually make the money's worth, to be honest, to see KSI get choked unconscious on the canvas. Like, that would actually be big money, to be fair. I'd actually like to see that happen. Dillon Danis guillotine KSI, choke him out cold, or get a rear naked choke in on KSI. I mean, yeah, that would be pretty cool, in my opinion, to see that happen. Like, who wouldn't want to see that? KSI Meat Riders. But other than that, I think everyone wants to see that happen. KSI's the scumbag in his own right, if we're being completely honest here. Like, why did he want to fight Wayne Bridge? Why is he bringing up his ex-wife? Like, is that actually a better fight than this? Like, I don't know. This is terrible, in my opinion. I think KSI is obviously going to win. Danis is saying, he's got something to prove. Surely the plan for Danis is that he's going to go in there and choke KSI out. Like, surely that's got to be what happens. And don't fail the bloody takedown this time. Don't fail the guillotine this time, Dillon Danis. Because last time, he embarrassed himself. Couldn't even take Logan Paul down. Why is he allowed in a boxing ring? Like, why is he even allowed to fight again after that? Like, he fully embarrassed himself. Was awful in boxing and couldn't even take Logan Paul down when this man's meant to be, calls himself a master of jiu-jitsu. Like, what are we doing here? Dillon Danis is not a boxer. He's he's a jiu-jitsu man. He's not a bloody boxer, is he? Well, none of these influencer guys are at the end of the day. But why Misfits have allowed him back after that absolute hypocrite Mams Taylor, the worst boxing manager right now, was like, we're never going to give him the opportunity again. He doesn't deserve it. He's an absolute scum of the earth. And then he gets given this opportunity against KSI. They gave him it against Logan Paul when they said they wouldn't even ever allow him back. And then now they've given him it again against KSI after he embarrassed himself even more than when he actually pulled out of the KSI fight. Like, KSI's like, it's unfinished business. I'm not going to let someone throw coffee on me. Get over it, mate. Like, honestly, it's not a big deal. This does nothing for KSI either. Like, his resume is awful, if we're being completely honest. Like, let's be real. His resume is awful. He makes fun of Jake Paul for fighting, like, MMA fighters. Then KSI wants to go on and do it himself. But KSI's resume is mostly YouTubers. And this wasn't even meant to originally be the fight. It was meant to be Wayne Bridge, a former football player. His resume is awful either way. KSI, cherry picks the most easiest possible fights for him, apart from that Tommy Fury one, which he's still crying about, saying that he got cheated out. He lost on his own promotion, so, clearly he didn't win the fight if his own promotion isn't even giving it to him. There you go. That's one thing to say as well. But yeah, I just think that this is a shambles, to be fair. KSI, Mams Taylor, hypocrites for allowing this to happen. I mean, surely they must have another pull-out clause in the contract. Like, they must. I refuse to believe that they don't. Surely they do, because I mean, there is still a big chance that this fight actually still doesn't happen. Like, you get, big Misfits fans, I'm sure, can be thinking every day, oh, is Dillon Danis pulled out yet? Is Dillon Danis pulled out yet? Either way, though, if Dillon Danis is to pull out, they've got to have like a big they've got to have a big stepping involved. I'm trying to talk more serious about it now. But yeah, they've got to have like a good stepping involved, which is still going to sell. I mean, again, Dillon Danis can promote, but does anyone really care about what he says anymore after all of that? Like, it was good for the Logan Paul fight. There was something there, but it's like KSI Dillon Danis. Like, no one cares that Dillon Danis poured coffee on KSI. Like, no one cares. Like, I cannot care less. I actually forgot about that until, it was brought up in all the promotion. That's the only promotion there is for this fight. KSI saying, oh, no one spills coffee on me and gets away with it. Like, that's the only promotion we've got for this fight. No one wants to see it. Everyone knows it's not competitive. Second of all, let's be real, KSI can't even sell a fight that well anymore. I mean, the Logan Paul fights were good, to be fair. Like, they were good promotion. But he can't sell a fight anymore. Like, he's ridiculously cringe now, unfortunately. KSI's ridiculously cringe. He can't sell a fight. Yeah. I reckon this is going to massively flop. Like, they're selling this on the Zone pay-per-view. Everyone's going to, if people do want to watch it, they're going to find an illegal way to watch it. They're not going to buy the pay-per-view for this. This is not a pay-per-view fight. I hate to break it to you, but it's not a pay-per-view fight. People are going to find illegal ways to watch it. This is doing 200K buys at best, in my opinion. It's doing 200K buys at best. Dillon Danis, let's be real, he's never ever been an absolutely huge name. I mean, he was good at promoting the Logan Paul fight, but he's never been a massive, huge name anyway. Like, he's just, Dillon Danis is known as, being Conor McGregor's mate and going after Logan Paul, and then in the build-up and then in the fight, absolutely bottling it and trying to choke out Logan Paul, but failed. It was embarrassing. So, I mean, who even cares about Dillon Danis? Who cares about this fight? Like, KSI just, when KSI fights, he just, jumps around doing star jumps, bulking in some, really predictable overhand. KSI can't really throw combinations at all from that stance, but he's like, oh, no one fights like me. I'm so unpredictable to read, but he doesn't even throw combinations. Dillon Danis doesn't even throw at all. Like, yeah, I hate that I've even had to talk about this, to be honest. But yeah, there you go.